Well, an investigation is underway here in Canada after a plane load of passengers was able to skip customs and immigration at Vancouver's International Airport. This involved an Air Canada flight from Beijing. It happened yesterday, and Teresa Tang is here with details on this security breach. Teresa?
So you're at the end of this 11-hour trans-Pacific flight, and most travelers know what is going to be greeting them once they arrive at their destination, and that is a long lineup to go through customs and immigration. But that wasn't the case for this flight that arrived from China on Sunday at around 11 in the morning. Air Canada Flight 030, it arrived at YVR. The plane was nearly full, about 300 passengers on board, and several of those passengers were mistakenly directed towards the domestic terminal instead of customs and immigration. And of course, in the domestic arrival area, there are no sort of checks there are no border guards, and so these people entered a relatively free and open area. Richmond RCMP were called in to help track down a number of these passengers. One of those passengers on board was Crystal Friesen, and we spoke to her. She happens to be a flight attendant with WestJet, and she said as soon as she landed, she felt like something wasn't right.
So we all just walked right down to domestic baggage, and everyone was looking for their bags to see which one it was going to come, which carousel it was going to come off of. And I looked around, I'm like, this is wrong, obviously. Kind of a big mistake.
We don't know exactly how many passengers wandered off, but according to Crystal, she estimates about 150 people. And she took a couple of photos that I want to show you, just showing you the number, the crowds that border guards had to deal with. So these people were corralled and they were taken elevator, one full elevator at a time, down to an area where they were screened individually. They landed at 11 o'clock, but she says by the time everyone had been processed, it was about 5 or 6 in the evening, Ian. And so according to her, she is obviously a witness to all of this. She said she suspects instead of an international gate being open for people to be funneled into this customs area, it was a domestic gate that was left open.
You think how formal security and immigration and customs are. A mistake like this seems so hard to imagine. You said everybody was looked at. Everybody they managed to corral, but some of the passengers I don't think they've managed to catch up with. There's security issues here.
There are, and that's why an internal investigation has been launched by Air Canada. They're working with the Airport Authority and also the Border Services Agency. And a spokesperson with the Vancouver International Airport says they're also going to be reviewing their procedures in terms of what should be done when a plane comes from another country.
Stop at the right gate. That's one thing for sure. Thanks, Teresa.
You're welcome.